Hello, I am Naomi, my channel is Naomi's Ellipses, and welcome back to a new video. Sorry, this upload took a little longer than usual, but we're back on our blind box. For those who don't know what's going on, we are working on our blind box. And in this blind box, there is 6 characters based on an animal viewed as ugly in our society. And each one of those animals represent a certain type of beauty. We have done the cool naked mole rat, the cute blobfish, the majestic wakari, and the elegant vulture. And for this week, it is time to draw the sexy purple frog. I am not gonna lie, I had absolutely no idea how to make this animal sexy. It is probably why it comes so late in the collection. At first, I was seeing a very voluptuous woman to represent this type of beauty. I thought it would be fitting for this frog and it looked really good. But I've learned to challenge myself to get sometimes even better ideas. So I started to draw a more masculine body. But again, I also wanted a masculine, voluptuous body. I guess a bit more of a bear body type. Minus the hair, because this frog has absolutely no hair. So I tried different type of position, and that is when I realized that this character had something a little bit more peculiar compared to the others. I feel that sexiness will really depend on the gender. If you're majestic, it's more or less the same position. If you're elegant, same thing. But this one, drawing a more masculine features, made me change the position quite drastically. And that's when I also thought, I guess this one is gonna be very, very personal, in the sense that what I might see as sexy might not be what you see as sexy. So, I'm sorry. Another thing that I also learned with this blind box exercise is that once you've found something that you really like, you don't really need to push further. At this point, I knew I liked that body type and I knew that I liked this position, so I started to draw the clothes. And I did do the mistake of believing that sexiness is based on how little clothes you have on, but actually not at all. So at first I drew tiny shorts and t-shirt, but then I realized that he kind of looked like he just got out of bed. So I tried something a little bit more dressed up. And I definitely want him in pants. So I played around a little bit to find an outfit that would work pretty well with him. I even tried a crop top to resemble our cool naked mole rat, but I scratched it very quickly. But you will see, something similar will come up later on. Then I tried a shirt with pantsuit, or suit pants. I never know which way it goes. And I really liked that one. But I felt like I was tangenting with elegance, and I really wanted all the characters to be very unique. So I kept the pantsuit, but went with a simple t-shirt. But again, you will see, it will change later on. Then I worked on the head to have a close-up, but the head, there's not much to it. It's pretty much a snout and 2 eyes. And then it was time to look for the colors I wanted to use. I knew that that t-shirt needed to be white. We all know why. And I quickly stayed with the dual tone for his skin, like the real frog has. And then I'm gonna be honest, it was only about tweaking a little bit the color here and there. I knew I wanted his pants to be blue, but I didn't know what type of blue. I knew that his skin needed to be, well, purple, but what kind of purple? And then it was the jewelry. Should it be gold, silver? But what I had the most fun with were the Converse. As you can see, he is wearing Converse, which I thought brought a little whimsy to his character. Oh yeah, and I also tried brown pants, but I scratched that very quickly. After all those research, I was more or less ready to move on to the final drawing. I feel the most interesting part of this character is his chest. I had to tiptoe between muscular and fluffy. I think it's also why I really enjoy drawing this character, because it's very easy to see where all the muscles are and where all the fat is located on the body. More simply said, it was a very good exercise to remember my human anatomy. Once the body of the character was sketched, it was time to add the clothes. I still have some issue with feet, but I'm really proud of those Converse on this drawing. And for the face, I think it might be the part I like the least in that drawing. I tried to make it look mysterious, I guess, but I don't know. You'll let me know in the comments. Once all the sketch was done, it was time to move on to the outline. Now that I'm drawing the 5th character of this series, there are a lot of things that I realize that I still need to improve on. And one of the main one is how to outline properly. I feel like my outlines are always kind of messy, so for this one I try to make it cleaner. But I don't know if it really makes a difference compared to the other ones. Once the outline was done, it was time to move on to coloring the character. And my main issue was with the dual color on his skin. I didn't really know how to do it and how to make the outline works, because remember, my style is to not have any outline. Then I had an idea. First I will draw the dark purple and create a clip mask with the lighter purple. I will tackle the outline later on, but pretty much what I did is just recoloring the outline altogether. And I am pretty happy with the end result. Oh yeah, and I don't know if you realize, but he doesn't have a t-shirt anymore. I thought that his outfit looked a little too normal compared to the other characters. And also, I really wanted to keep his shoulder visible. I was so proud of my drawing, I didn't want to cover it up. But anyway, let's move forward a little bit. After finishing the character, I still thought that his outfit was too common. So I wanted to add a sheer t-shirt to him. And I thought it would be really fitting as our naked mole rat also has one. But then I was like, how about a bolero instead of a t-shirt? So I added a transparent bolero and added some sparkle to it. But with this bolero, our character was done. But before we go, if you would like to see the 2 last characters, please consider subscribing. And if you would like to see the video for the last characters, I made a playlist. Go have a look. Okay, let's go.